The development of Russia's first domestically produced lithography system, capable of fabricating microchips using a 90 nanometer process node, is set to begin in the year 2026. This was revealed in late March by the Deputy Minister of Industry. Alongside this announcement, it was also confirmed that Russia has already developed a 350 nanometer lithography machine and is close to completing a more advanced 130 nanometer system. Together, these developments mark a critical turning point in Russia's effort to rebuild its microelectronics sector and reduce reliance on foreign semiconductor technologies. As we move deeper into the story, it becomes important to understand why lithography matters so much. Lithography equipment forms the foundation of semiconductor manufacturing. These highly advanced systems project and etch extremely fine circuit patterns onto silicon wafers, enabling the creation of integrated circuits. Without domestic lithography capabilities, true independence in microelectronics production is simply not possible. For decades, Russia lacked this critical capability. After the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, development in lithographic equipment effectively stopped at the 350 nanometer level. Meanwhile, global semiconductor leaders continued advancing rapidly, moving towards smaller, faster, and more efficient process nodes. This widening gap forced Russia to rely heavily on imported equipment. That dependence eventually became a serious vulnerability, especially after the year 2022, when sanctions and geopolitical disruptions limited access to foreign technologies. According to Altitude-Addicts, this moment marked the beginning of a strategic reset in Russia's technological approach. Investment in domestic semiconductor development began to rise again after years of neglect. Building from this renewed momentum, Russia's first major breakthrough came with the return of 350 nanometer technology. Completed in 2025 and prepared for serial production, this system became the first domestically produced lithography machine in nearly 35 years. While it may appear outdated compared to modern global standards, its importance cannot be overstated. The 350 nanometer system serves as a foundation. It allows engineers to rebuild lost expertise, reestablish industrial processes, and test production capabilities. It is not about competing at the cutting edge yet, but about rebuilding the base layer of an entire industry. The project also benefited from collaboration with specialists experienced in Soviet-era lithography, helping revive long-dormant knowledge. With that foundation in place, attention naturally shifts to the next step in technological evolution. Russia is now nearing completion of its first domestic 130 nanometer lithography system, expected by the end of 2026. This represents a significant leap forward in both complexity and capability. Back in the early 2000s, 130 nanometer technology was widely used across the global semiconductor industry. However, in Russia, such capabilities were historically dependent on imported systems. Now, with domestic development underway, the country is regaining control over this crucial segment. The 130 nanometer node is particularly important for what is known as mature semiconductor production. It supports manufacturing of microcontrollers, automotive electronics, banking cards, passport chips, sensors, and power electronics. These are not cutting-edge chips, but they are essential to everyday infrastructure. Altitude-Addicts highlights that reliability and scale often matter more than raw performance in these applications. As progress continues, the next milestone comes into focus. The development of a 90 nanometer lithography system is scheduled to begin in 2026. If timelines hold, a working system could emerge within 2 to 3 years. Although 90 nanometer technology was introduced globally in the mid-2000s, it remains highly relevant even today. It is widely used for producing chips that require stability, efficiency, and cost-effectiveness rather than extreme performance. These include Internet of Things devices, automotive systems, RFID tags, SIM cards, power management chips, and a wide range of sensors. Together, these components form the backbone of modern electronics. According to Altitude Addicts, mastering this node domestically would significantly strengthen Russia's technological independence. However, to fully understand this push, we must look back at earlier decisions that shaped the current situation. During the late Soviet era, there was a shift toward copying foreign computing architectures instead of developing original designs. This approach slowed innovation and limited long-term progress. A similar pattern appeared in the post-Soviet period. When funding became available in the late 2000s, the strategy focused on purchasing foreign equipment instead of investing in domestic research and development. As a result, Russia acquired imported systems at 130 and 90 nanometer levels, but failed to build its own technological base. By the early 2010s, even these imported systems were becoming outdated. Meanwhile, domestically designed processors had to be manufactured abroad, exposing a deep dependence on external production capabilities. This brings us to a major turning point. The events of 2022 exposed the risks of this dependence. Sanctions and supply chain disruptions forced a complete reassessment of priorities. In response, the government launched a comprehensive effort to rebuild domestic semiconductor capabilities. This included funding research, supporting industrial partnerships, and restoring critical technical expertise. Developing lithography systems is one of the most complex engineering challenges in the world. It requires advanced knowledge in optics, material science, precision engineering, and software systems. Many of these areas had seen limited progress for years, making the challenge even greater. Yet, progress has been steady. The transition from 350 nanometer to 130 nanometer, and now toward 90 nanometer, shows a structured and determined rebuilding process. Looking ahead, even more advanced nodes may be within reach. Plans suggest that 65 nanometer technology could be developed within the next 3 to 4 years. While still behind global leaders, this would significantly strengthen Russia's position in the mature semiconductor market. This segment remains critically important. It supports industries such as automotive manufacturing, industrial automation, and Internet of Things infrastructure. These sectors depend on reliability and scale rather than cutting-edge performance. By focusing on these areas, Russia is working toward building a stable and self-sufficient semiconductor ecosystem tailored to its domestic needs. As we reach the conclusion, the bigger picture becomes clear. The launch of the 90 nanometer lithography program in 2026 represents more than just a technological step. It signals a broader strategic reawakening. After decades of dependence on foreign technology, Russia is taking concrete steps to rebuild its microelectronics industry from the ground up. From 350 nanometer to 130 nanometer, and now toward 90 nanometer, each milestone represents regained capability. Challenges remain, but the direction is now firmly set. If consistent investment and long-term planning continue, the development of domestic 90 nanometer lithography could become a defining moment in Russia's technological resurgence. If you liked the video, please subscribe, share, and like. Also, please take the membership of the channel to encourage us.